Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Cbrev. Welcome to another MLB The Show 19 card review. Today we're going to be going over 98 overall Signature Series Edgar Martinez. This card was obtainable as an event reward for events that are no longer happening. So the only way to get him now is through the marketplace, and he's currently selling for around 50,000 stubs. So with that being said, I'll get right into the card review. My card review for this guy is overwhelmingly positive. I got a lot more out of him than I was expecting, I'll tell you that much. When I first saw this card when it was announced, I said that he kind of looked a lot like Rogers Hornsby without the speed. That is true in some sense now that I've used him and I know what he's like, but in most senses it's not. This card hits for insane contact and not a lot of power, so I was looking at a lot of singles and doubles with this card, and trust me, he gets it done at the plate. I think I'm still hitting, like, my overall average with him is probably like 430 right now. He's got the contact in the vision to get that nice big PCI. He's got a really smooth swing that comes through the ball nicely. He just doesn't hit for a lot of power, but don't get me wrong, this guy is a singles and doubles machine and more than capable of putting your team on his back in any given game. Had several 3-4 hit games with this card. I also think he benefits from the factor that most people pitching against this card don't really respect him, mostly because third base and first base are really heavily contested positions with a lot of good cards in the game, and so people almost feel relieved to see this card in your lineup instead of other cards. And so I found myself getting a lot of good pitches to hit with this card because people just generally don't respect him on the mound. That was just kind of my take on it. Defensively, I played him at third base and he was fine. Actually didn't make any errors for me whatsoever, and he even came in and made a barehanded throw without messing it up and got a guy out. So if you're worried about putting him at third, don't be. Third base is surprisingly one of those positions this year where fielding doesn't really matter that much at all, in my opinion. And so playing him at third or first doesn't matter. You're not looking for defense with this card, but he's not going to hurt you either. So as always, we'll rate the card how he rates in the meta, and we'll rate him compared to how much he costs. So how he rates in the meta, I'll give him a B+. I definitely think this is a tier 2 third baseman. Lower end tier 2 first baseman, but definitely more than serviceable. You can definitely get it done at the plate with this card, and generally fun to use. I mean, guy got inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's pretty awesome to use an Edgar Martinez card that's competitive this year. And for how much he costs, I'll give him an A- because 50,000 stubs for a guy like this I think is kind of a steal. Anytime you're looking for just a guy that can rake, 50,000 stubs is a pretty good deal in my opinion. So I hope you all enjoyed this card review. Let me know down in the comments section below who you want me to review next. Enjoy the clips after this, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.